So the UFC just had their press conference for UFC 324, and like it always is, it was mid. Like, I don't know what I was expecting to be new with the Paramount deal. I thought maybe this time it would be 40 minutes. Maybe this time we would see some banter. I mean, we did see some banter between Justin and Patty, but besides that, it was mid. Like, literally everybody else was dull. Sean O'Malley, you literally could see through the whole press conference, he was like out of it. He knows that this is it. Sean O'Malley knows that his career is done. But we're going to go through some clips that I have from the press conference, and then we're going to look at all the final face-offs, and that's it. So, Justin Gaethje, earlier this week, he said on the press conference that, Daniel Cormier said that everybody's supposed to get paid more. Because, the UFC got $7 billion, and I haven't gotten paid a dime extra. And I haven't gotten paid a dime extra. So let's hear what he had to say earlier this week.
To have 14 bonuses and not equal up to $1 million, it's not right. It's not right. It should be a lot more than that. I should have had opportunities to do smarter things with my money, but I don't, and I haven't. I hear Daniel Cormier saying that everybody's going to get paid more on this card. I'm not getting $1 more than I would have if this deal did not happen.
Okay. So he says that. Then Dana White goes on the Pat McAfee show. I don't have that clip up here, but Dana White goes on the Pat McAfee show. Oh my God. Yo, can I pause it? Okay, I can't pause it, but it's okay. We'll just run it back whenever we need to. But Dana White went on the Pat McAfee show, I think today, and said, we did offer Justin Gaethje more money, and he just didn't respond. Which I thought was absolute cap. So I was waiting for the press conference today to see if there was any real journalists there. Because if I was in Las Vegas, I got to start going to these events. Because if I was in Las Vegas, that would have been the first thing I asked. But somebody actually stepped up and asked Dana White what was going on. So they asked a joint question to Justin and Dana White, and this is what happened.
Justin, a lot of people picked up on your comments about pay and everything.
I'm here to talk about fighting.
All right, there you go.
Cut him off. Like, instantly cut him off. He knew what was coming down the pipeline. Justin knew what was going down the pipeline, and he just cut the reporter off. It's almost like the UFC cornered Justin Gaethje in the back and said to him, hey, you start talking about fighter pay, you're out of here. You start talking about fighter pay, you're out of here. Russo, what's going on? What's the big old deal, Martin? But I don't know. Like, what's the big old deal? Why can't you just tell us, hey, did you actually get a raise? Did you miss an email from Dana White? Is Dana White lying? What do you mean what's happening? Did you see the press conference? All right. So after that, another odd moment at the press conference. Somebody asks Dana a very important question. Just listen up.
What's the question? Some fighters have said that the rankings don't seem to matter anymore as far as getting a title shot. Does that sentiment concern you? No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Somebody asked Dana White, hey, the fighters are saying that the UFC rankings don't really mean anything. Is that upsetting you? Dana says, no. No, it's not upsetting me at all. What's up with the pay question? Gaethje's not getting paid? No, listen right here. Here we go.
Man, to have 14 bonuses
Play it back for you.
Equal up to $1 million, it's not right. It's not right. It should be a lot more than that. I should have had opportunities to do smarter things with my money, but I don't, and I haven't. I hear Daniel Cormier saying that everybody's going to get paid more on this card. I'm not getting $1 more than I would have if this deal did not happen.
And then Dana White went on the Pat McAfee show and said, we did offer Justin more money, and he just never responded. So that's what was going on. Rankings don't really matter no more, bro. Yeah, but then why even have the rankings? But then literally, why even have the rankings? Do you see what I'm coming here? Do you see where I'm coming from? If the rankings don't matter, the CEO of the company is saying, "Hey man, the rankings don't even matter. Why are we even having them?" Like, why? Paddy Pimblett, for example, jumped into the top 10 and then jumped into the top 5 and then now is fighting for the interim title off of fighting Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green, Michael Chandler in the past 3 years. 3 fights in the past 3 years. Okay. All right. Press conference again was mid. The $7 billion injection from Paramount did absolutely nothing. There was no crazy moments. No banter from Gene Silva and Arnold Allen. Besides Arnold Allen, besides Gene Silva barking like a maniac like he always does, and Arnold Allen saying, "Hey, bark if you're gay." Okay. Like all right. The deal was in the billions. Like, everybody should get even like a $10,000 jump up in raise. Something. Just something. It's $7 billion. Can we at least get longer press conferences? Can we at least get face-to-face, like, interviews with each other like they used to do with Dominic Cruz and Cody Garbrandt? Something like that. You know? Like something intense. Something like they do in boxing. Something intense. But today was also the final face-off, so we're going to go through all of them real quick. Just look at them. Give us our final thoughts. You know, Paddy Pimblett is a chronically online guy. Chronically online. You want to know how I know this? Because he saw the video, well, the memes of everybody making fun of his posture, looking like a chud, and he changed it up. He fixed it up.
Yeah, thought I'd sort the posture out so I'm not looking like the alien off Men in Black.
Okay.
Thank you, boys.
Okay. I mean, I'm still going Justin. Boys. Justin's mogging him right here. And in the press conference, Justin said I'm going to turn him to minced meat. Where is that? Where's that clip? I don't have it up. Where is that clip? Okay. All right. Okay. What else? We got Song Yadong versus Sean O'Malley. Telling you boys, Sean's not locked in. Look at Song Yadong mogging him. Straight mogging. A literal mogging is going on right here. You can't tell me otherwise. Whoa, sorbet. Ask each other if they're nervous.
Thank you, boys.
Okay. Telling you, I don't think Sean O'Malley, who's co-mate now, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. I'm going Song Yadong, man. I'm telling you, Song Yadong is going to kick the little tiny ant legs off of O'Malley. I'm telling you, and he's going to take him down. Mark my words. O'Malley's legs are going to be cooked, and he will be taken down. At least twice. Let's look at this banger right here.
Oh, don't get in too close, boys. You freak me out.
I'm telling you, man, Derek's in here for the money. Derek's in there for the kill. It's over. Derek's really trying to get that bread. Exactly, Rusa. Exactly. Rusa knows what's going on. Look at that, though. Look at that intensity. Yeah, we go into the White House, baby. We're fighting for the title at the White House, baby. And then, you know, hey. 11 from Stranger Things versus Natalina Cristina de Silva.
Thank you, ladies.
Nice. Somebody yelled, "That's my son." Alright, let's look at this. I'm so hyped for this. I'm so hyped, man. What'd he say? What'd he say? Sounds like Arnold said something in Hebrew. That's hilarious, bro.
Boys. Thank you.
Yo, what did he say? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Buddy said. And then, yeah, we got the Callum Walsh. The Zuffa boxing face-offs. Like, who even fucking cares? Sorry, E-Rock Gene's winning that one? No, boys. Look, guys. Minus 300 for what, by the way? Oh, what's up, Dispo? I didn't even see Dispo's. My bad. Minus 300 for what, by the way? For barking? For coming off of a KO loss? For barking? For coming off of a KO? Like what are we minus 300 for? What, like, for what? For what? Makes absolutely zero sense. Then we have the Zuffa boxing face-offs. You know how sick? Minus 300 for being the second greatest featherweight right now. You know, Mozavar, Lerone, Diego, who literally beat him, Volk, Arnold. Bro's not even top 5. Bro's not even top 5. Feel like Gene's sharper on the feet? You're a casual? How am I casual? Arnold is ass, E-Rock? You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like this. And like this. And like this. Ha 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 ha. With all my bread. With all my money. And my rent paid. I might buy a Lamborghini. Okay? Arnold Allen, Song Yadong, Derek Lewis, Justin Gaethje wins. I might literally be buying a Lamborghini. Not even joking. Coming off of a 2-year break, by the way. 15 months. 1-5. A year and a half. A year and a half is not 2 years. Can we calm down? Can we calm? And he was 15 months in the lab. 15 months in the lab doing push-ups, squats. I'm tapped into Arnold Allen. I watch his YouTube videos consistently. Very consistently. Okay? Now, if you think Gene Silva's going to win, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. His shoulder's still cooked? Cap. Cap. You know how sick the UFC is going to be if Callum Walsh loses? Do you know how sick the UFC is going to be if Callum Walsh loses? Like, no, actually. Like, no, actually. They might just shut down Zuffa. And they already announced Zuffa Boxing 2. And they announced the Zuffa Boxing 2 card, by the way. Do you know who Zuffa Boxing signed as well? I heard that they signed Alexander Usyk, right? Jai Opal, yes, the Australian. I saw that. He's the co-main for this card. He's literally under this, no? Where is he? He's on this card. I could have sworn. Am I slow? Huh. Show proof of your breaths, bro. I feel like you're trolling. No, I'll send him in Discord. I'm a live better. I'll send it in Discord. Even Derek Lewis is a risk, but my hit, I'm taking that. I'll send, after UFC, like after the whole card, I will send you guys a screenshot of my whole, like, bet slip history for the whole card. We can go through it. You guys can laugh at me, or you guys can feel sick to your stomach, because Arnold Allen's going to win, Song Yadong is going to win, Derek Lewis is going to win, and Justin Gaethje is going to maul